8,
You're watching the
7,
Experience Comic Culture and
6,
Sales.
5,
Streaming live daily to
4,
Facebook, YouTube,
3,
Twitch, and Twitter.
2, 1.
Hi, this is Sean Lehan. I'm hosting tonight. Mog and Mel, they're in New York at New York Comic Con enjoying the wonderful Big Apple. I was there not too long ago. It was wonderful. But I'm here now with you guys coming from Costa Mesa, California, OC, along with a bunch of other really great artists from Ink and Drink. And I want you guys to stick around and have a great time. Watch us draw, talk, BS about life itself, probably not, but we'll see what happens. But it's all going to be happening here tonight. It's going to be a great time. Look forward to seeing you there. Boom. Good evening and welcome to the show. We're going to do a quick round robin with everybody who's going to be doing stuff tonight. And we'll just go ahead and start with me because I'm the host, Sean Lenahan. All right. So you can catch me on Instagram at Sean P. Lenahan. I should probably put that in the chat, but I'm too busy hosting. This is a piece of I'm selling right here. Look at this. This is like, I had to look it up. It's like 14 by 17. I did this back in 2022. It's a sorceress. She has a bunch of skulls. It's great for the Halloween season, and I'm starting out at 120 bucks. I actually like this piece a lot, so if you want to buy it, you got to pay a little bit higher. But I recently was at LA Comic Con, and I usually do a bunch of like Gundam fan art and anime fan art and things like that. Hence why I was in New York Anime Con, and I said, you know what? At LA, we're going to do something different. We're going to go ahead and do a bunch of artwork like this that I've done back in the day and see how it did. And it did really well. It's something very rewarding and refreshing about selling your own creative mind art, not somebody else's IP and fan art. Even though fan art is cool and fun, and we probably have plenty of it tonight, it's just something really nice about going ahead and selling my own stuff. So, yeah. That's my stuff. Let's go ahead and go to who's next. We have Erwin Papa. Say hello, Erwin, and tell us what you're drawing and why you're drawing it and what else you got to sell.
How's it going? Come with me if you want to live. I'm drawing the Terminator from James Cameron's The Terminator. I'll be back. Back to you.
Don't you have something else to sell?
Oh, yes, I do. Thank you for reminding me. Hey, I am back, and I have this thing trading card selling this for 20, and thank you for reminding me this bid is starting at 60. T60. I got a T60.
T60 starting at 60.
Model 101 T60. This is a Ben Grimm at 20.
Good stuff. Are you looking forward to the Fantastic Four movie? I mean, we don't really know anything yet. But
I can't wait to see it. The Mandalorian. Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna be in it. I'm curious of how they're gonna do it. It's the same guy who did what is that? Wolf by Night. He did that little mini Halloween one like a year or two ago. Wolf by Night. It's the same director, and I know they're taking their time with it. So I'm looking forward to it and seeing what's gonna happen with that. All right, let's go to who's next. We got Philip McVan. Philip, tell us what you're drawing and how much you're charging and what else you got for sale, if anything.
Come with me if you don't want to live.
Uh-oh.
How about that? This is Barack just in time for Halloween. He's got some little rat buddies. So those are going to be real tasty. This is going to be starting at 75. It's going to have a lot of ink and might have a little screen tone if I have time. Right there on that castle.
The screen tones are fun, huh?
This drawing includes a free castle. It's not a great castle.
It's free. You
Yeah.
should buy it because it's because of the free castle. All right,
Also,
don't you?
We have
there
this
you go.
drawing of the Max, Julie, out back, the good stuff. This is 100, starting 100. So definitely while you can. I mean, if you're going for ink per dollar, this is a high value item. Look at all that ink. All those lines, those little bids.
Look at that.
It's a feast for the senses.
Wow.
I like the little scar he has up on his shoulder with the little staples in the scar. Those are always fun to make.
When you're on the go,
Staples.
dude, sometimes that's your only option.
Yeah, I know. With all those izzes around him, is in the outback, anything's possible.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, and let's see. How much was that again for both of them?
This is 75,
Okay,
and this will be 100.
100. And
And this is
done.
an 8.5 by 11, and this is a 9 by 12.
There you go. All right, awesome. Let's go down to Jason Lego. Mr. Lego, how you doing?
Oh, we're doing all right, Sean. How about yourself?
Oh, I see you have a parallel pin right there by Pilot. I love those pins. They are super fun. And the calligraphy pins, and man, but you got the widest one that there is.
Yes.
Man, those things looks like you might need more ink. I can always
Oh,
tell.
I know.
Sure you have enough ink?
You guys might see a reload live on
Oh
stream
yeah.
tonight.
I just pour my ink into that big white thing, the big white, and yeah,
Oh, yeah?
and then it gets
that
everywhere, and
work?
I love it. I love
Oh,
it.
nice.
All right,
The
and
best.
what are you making tonight, Jason?
Tonight we're gonna do Jason Voorhees of Jason Voorhees and Friends fame.
And
It
Friends.
should be
And
pretty
Friends.
fun. Should be pretty
Yeah.
dark, and I'm hoping to make it kind of spooky.
You're also doing a giveaway, right?
Yeah, we're gonna give away some stickers tonight. So stick around for that. We got a big sticker pack. We got some ink and drink stickers. We got some skulls. We got some holographic stuff. Yeah, it should be pretty cool.
Now, is that an Ashley Wood statue or piece on your desk there?
Yeah. Yeah,
Let
I
me
like
see
this
that
little guy.
because that's pretty
He's,
rad.
dude, these are super rad. The fingers, each joint is like articulated,
Yeah,
and he's got some movement, and they look
these
great.
guys ain't cheap either, man. These things are like expensive.
Dude, I got these for a song. Like, a store was closing, and they were just blowing out their warehouse. And I got him, and I got this one,
God,
and
yeah.
they were crazy cheap.
Ashley
But-
Wood stuff is always fantastic.
Yes,
Yeah.
he's one of the best for sure.
The only piece like that I ever got from him when he was at San Diego Comic-Con, he was selling a cat in a can, and you literally open the can, and it's like a vinyl cat, and it's pretty rad. I don't care what people
That's
think.
cool.
I like it. It was a cat in a can. All right, great. So there we go. He's going to be making Jason tonight. Now we have Lenny. Lenny's new. Lenny
Morning.
Romero. Tell us what you're drawing tonight and how much you're going to be charging.
Hello. I'm drawing Art the Clown from the Terrifier series, and I'm going to be charging $100.
$100.
Yeah, and yeah, I've really enjoyed. I've only recently found out of the Terrifier series, so just to kind of go with the holidays and how much I love these films, how crazy they are, I want to draw Art the Clown.
Now,
Have you guys seen him?
who
it's too
plays
scary.
Art the Clown?
David Howard Thornton, I think. I could be butchering that.
Is he the guy from all the
Oh.
Rob Zombie films? I thought
No,
you know who I'm talking about.
I think I know who you're talking about.
There's that older, tall guy. I think he might have.
Oh
passed.
no, he passed away. I think Sid had.
Yeah. Huh.
Oh no, he would. Yeah, that's not. Yeah, that's not Captain Spaulding. There you go.
Oh yeah. I've never seen these films before, but they always look like they're very gruesome.
They are very gruesome.
Awesome.
The first movie, one of the kills in that movie it was insane. I don't want to spoil it for anyone who wants to watch or likes horror
know it.
movies. Yeah,
All right.
I think
cool.
Wishbone.
How much again? He said 100.
100, yes,
$100.
And this is 9x12.
yes, 9x12.
All right.
Oh, Sean, can we get Jason's starting bid?
Oh yeah, Jason, did you tell us your starting bid? I feel like you did.
Thank you for reminding us. I think Irwin's doing a good job. We are at 50
Oh no,
bucks
that's
on
JD.
this, and
50
yeah,
bucks.
50
Okay.
bucks starting bid on the 11 by 14.
All right. Rat. And finally we have Nathaniel Osolo. Osolo. I always
Hey
say
everybody.
is that tell me how to say your last name one more time. It's always messed
Oso-
up.
it's Osoyo, like pollo, like pollo loco.
Osoyo. Osoyo. And are you doing the guy from Scream?
I'm doing the guy from Scream, aka Ghostface. I don't know when when he
Gary.
got that name. I feel like that. I don't know if that was since the beginning of the franchise, but I just watched the first one for the first time in like 20 years the other night, and I was like,
Wow, that's
kind of
wild.
want to draw that guy.
Shannon Doherty and everybody else. There's a lot of people in that movie. There's a lot of people.
It is kind of a trip down memory lane. You're just like, wow, man, look at all these people. This is so long ago. That guy's in Scooby Doo. Like it's fun.
And it was like Scooby Doo.
Yeah.
All right, so how much are you going to be charging for this?
This one is going to be $50 starting bid. Just got a little bit of ink on the page right now. We're going to have some fun putting the rest of it together. I also have for sale this Beetlejuice and what turned into a Beetlejuice and Spawn piece from last time. I don't
Yep.
remember.
Oh yeah.
I don't remember what I was charging then. So now I'm going to say that this is $75 because nobody jumped on it then.
Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good. All right. So it looks like everybody wants to do horror, and that's the thing with us artists. I think a lot of us like to do the horror stuff, and because there's just so much character to it. There's
It's
so
the
much
holiday
like
time.
fun stuff, man. It's
It's
like
the
crazy.
season.
It is the season. Yes.
All right. So let's see. What do we want to talk about first? We want to talk about stuff in entertainment, or just member berries. Member berries are things like remember when back in the day. We can
Remember
start
Barry?
talking about anything like that.
Does anybody want to remember Barry about their favorite spooky / scary thing? We already heard a little bit about Lenny's.
Oh, favorite spooky movie?
Sure, movie, show, every season around this time, I always watch Over the Garden Wall, which is a pretty tame cartoon show, but it's like it's got some spooky stuff in it. It's pretty cool.
I'm not familiar with that. Go ahead and tell us about Over the Garden Wall.
Two brothers get lost in what appears to be just the normal woods, and then slowly over, I think it's like 10 episodes, 8 or 10 episodes, that you realize that there's like a lot of mystical, macabre, spooky stuff going on. There's witches, there's werewolves, there's mysterious beasts, and people with curses and weird tasks that they have to accomplish. And it wraps up really nicely too. The music is really strong. The characters are super funny. It's good stuff.
So that came out in like 2014.
2000. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Because I think it's like almost 10 years old, if not more.
Yeah, like Elijah Wood's in it, Melanie Lazinski, Christopher Lloyd, Fred
Yep.
Stroller, Sam Marin. Yeah, and then just like all types of John Cleese, Samuel Ramey, Polo Sanchez. These are people that I'm not super familiar with, but yeah, it's pretty well known. And it was all on like Cartoon Network, right?
It was all Cartoon Network. Episodes are super short. I just showed it to my 3-year-old niece the other night, and she was watching it. She wasn't getting everything because she's 3, but she was pretty entertained by it.
She was like, "Oh, that's pretty neato." Okay.
Pretty much.
Huh. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that before. It looks like it has like a lot of like Japanese yokai type of feel to it.
Sure. I'm not familiar with yokai. Maybe I am, and I just don't know
Yokai
the
are just
terminology.
like Japanese monsters.
Oh, okay.
Japanese.
A little bit. Some of the designs, sure. Yeah, it
Yeah.
could work that way.
Okay.
Is it the cartoon with the red hat?
Yeah, where
Yeah,
Elijah Wood's character, I think he looks
Gnome.
like a gnome, and it's like a running joke that he's like, no, I'm a wizard, and everyone's like, you look like a gnome.
Wow.
Hmm.
Good stuff.
They search for the ring in Mordor. And wait a minute. No.
Fine, Gandalf. Keep your secrets.
Fine.
Nailed it. Nailed it.
They argue about potatoes. It's great. Good stuff.
What's taters, Precious?
Potatoes.
Okay.
You boil them, mash them, mix them, and stew.
Exactly.
Okay.
And then they
Who
throw
else
a
has
ring in
a
a
favorite?
volcano.
What?
And then they throw a ring in a volcano at the end of the cartoon too. It's like Peter Jackson
Oh,
directed it.
Spoiler alert.
With some
Yeah.
walking
Giving
trees.
it all away. God. All right. What about you, Erwin? Do you have a favorite Halloween flick or series that you like to watch?
Halloween flick? Oh, I like The Thing.
Yes.
John Carpenter's The Thing. I could never. I think within 5 years, I first watched it, and I was like, wow, I really missed out on this. And one of my
That's good
favorite.
stuff.
I thought you were gonna say
Or-
ET, dude.
Oh,
For
well,
us who
yeah, I
haven't
think
seen
that's
it,
kind of
explain what it is. What happens?
ET is a extraterrestrial alien.
No, the
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. And then
That's
ET
the
throws a
thing.
ring in a volcano at the end of ET, right?
Yeah.
And then it's got
Everyone
real
falls in
old
love.
Keith
Hell
David
yeah.
and the other guy. John Carpenter's Thing, the space, there's like a more transmorphic morphing alien that mimics the members of a snow team,
In Antarctica.
and they got to figure out like who is the thing and who is not, who's the winner and who's the loser. As good special effects by Rob Bottin.
I'm looking it up right now. I didn't know Kurt Russell was in that.
Kurt
He's
Russell.
the main guy, or one of the main guys.
You never seen it, Sean?
I've never seen The Thing.
Oh
Let's
my
all
god.
just-
I
You
grew
would
up in a very religious household, right? So they're like, those type of creepy movies. Yeah. For like scary movies that I actually had time to like take out of my life and watch things. I mean, I'm always going to be pretty partial to Evil Dead, right?
Mhm.
Just because
That's a great one.
for it. And then like, yeah, I remember watching the first one, the second one, and then Bruce Campbell versus the Evil Dead. And then it just, I never watched any of the series though, but I recently watched Bruce Campbell versus the Evil Dead, and that's always classic for me. Like, just
Hey, Sean, do you and Annie like scare each other like from time?
you mean on purpose?
Yeah.
I-
Boo.
I jump easily for some reason. I always like scare easily. Somebody will just be like, somebody will be working on their car, and then there'll be like a big boom, and I'll be like, "What the hell was that? Oh my god! Get down! We're being attacked!" Or there'll be a blue light coming into my bedroom, and I'm like, "Here they come, the aliens to abduct
They
us."
found you, dude.
They finally found or cared about who I was.
Not again.
Here comes the probe. Somebody call Whitley Strieber and tell him I know what it's like now. All right. But yeah, Bruce Campbell in the Army of Darkness, man, always great.
That's a
There's that
classic,
part-
dude.
Yeah, where he comes out and then like out of the hole, and that one demon comes out and he shoots it, and the demon, when it gets shot, it does a backflip back into the hole.
Yeah.
Like, this is my boomstick. Shop smart, shop S smart. I mean, come on. Like, what is there not to like about that movie? That movie is fantastic.
Yeah, it is. It's rad.
Yeah. All right. What about you, Philip? What's your favorite Halloween or horror type of movie thing that you like to watch every year, if anything?
Well, first, look what's on my desk. It's a little
Is it ET?
A little tiny dude from Army of Darkness.
Little Tommy Bruce Campbell.
Yeah.
Oh, because he had all the tiny guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Since we're talking about it,
Wow, where'd you get that?
he's supposed to be holding a fork, but I don't know where the fork is. It came with, I had a Army of Darkness Bruce Campbell action figure.
Where the
It came
fork
with
is
a bunch
that
of
fork?
these. Came with a bunch of little mini ones.
Oh, that's pretty rad. That's pretty rad.
Favorites. I mean, I am a pretty big fan of The Thing. I think it's pretty fantastic.
You have to name something that Sean hasn't seen.
Something Sean hasn't seen.
There's probably a lot.
There's probably a lot.
Wicked City's pretty good. It's not really a Halloween movie, but there's a lot of monsters in it.
The
Seen
anime,
that?
yeah, I've seen that.
The
It's
anime.
fantastic.
Or I really like Bubba Hotep. Is a good one.
Boba Head, actually, I've actually seen that too. More Bruce Campbell.
Jeez
It's-
Louise.
It's like corny, man, but I liked it. It was like old people.
Yeah.
Geriatric horror
Yeah.
movies. He's Elvis.
Elvis and JFK fighting a mummy.
Yeah.
A hillbilly mummy.
that's
It
cool.
Follows is that's a newer movie, right? That's
Yeah.
one you've seen.
Yeah, I haven't seen that. It
That's a good
follows.
That one's pretty wild.
Yeah, that one looked good. I want to see that one.
It follows me.
And Mandy's pretty good if y'all haven't seen Mandy. It's a little wild.
Also a great one.
Mandy.
Highly recommend Mandy, dude. That's probably Nick Cage's best, or my favorite at least.
Man, who's just telling me about
2018.
that?
Man, this Andrea Riseborough, she has a very, I don't know, you won't forget her face type of face. Sort of reminds
Did
me
we
of
get
like,
through everyone?
no, I don't think so. Jason, what about you, man?
I don't know, man. That's hard. All these are good ones. I do really like the Krampus. I've started watching that as like a Christmas movie, though.
Oh, which one? There's a lot of Krampus ones.
The Michael Dougherty, the first one.
There's a series?
Yeah, what's the first one?
The first one, it's like I don't know. So this family, they're kind of like they're just mean to each other, you know, like they just kind of suck. And they, there's like an old lady, and she's kind of like, "Oh, you guys better like cool it."
Okay, so you got the very commercialized good one that has like what's his name? Adam Scott in it and David Koechner or whatever.
Yes, yeah,
Yeah.
that one was really good.
Yeah, we watch that every year now too during the holidays. But go on, because this is
So Krampus comes and teaches some lessons, and it's creepy and spooky, but like kind of fun. You know, you don't ever really feel like too like, oh, this is real, if that makes sense.
Yeah, there's a part in that movie too that's really cool, because when the grandmother is talking about when she was younger and had a Krampus event, it turns into this stop animation, like that's really, really well done, and it has this like old German, like those old German black and white films, like House of no, I can't remember. Caligari, Dr. Caligari, and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It had that type of feel to it. And I was like, yo, this is dope. But they put a lot of love into that movie. We were recently in Tennessee, me and Annie, and my sisters. They turned me on to this couple. They go around the world traveling, and they just talk about everything. And they did this one episode where they were in Germany, and they do the Krampus run, right?
Love it.
And the wife of the husband was freaking out because They're like, in this town, they know this is like a tourist town, but they'll still go and like grab you. Like the Krampuses will grab you, sometimes shake you, and they're like, we looked it up later, and some people like in non-tourist areas will come back home with bruises and things like that. I was like, what are these Krampuses doing? But I guess that's just tradition over there in like Germany and things like that. And I'm like, this is wild. But they also went to other places and did Christmas, and then they would have like glühwein, and they would talk about different foods and how they celebrate it. And I was just like, dude, they did like 9 places in 9 days. And I was like, man, that would be wild to just go to Europe during the Christmas time and just hit up all these places. They have like holiday night markets and things like that. Yeah. But what are you guys going to be doing for the holidays? Let's talk about Halloween. What are you guys going to be doing for Halloween?
Wants to go first?
Everybody has.
It's my partner's birthday. Her birthday's on Halloween.
Oh yeah.
So
that's really cool.
We kind of go all out, but I'm the only person in my house that likes scary stuff. So we kind of watch the like classic like Hocus Pocus kind of Disney movie Halloween stuff night before Christmas, and we do like a big kind of like movie blowout, eat a bunch of candy, go trick or treating. Because I've got two children, so it's a very like fun, spooky Halloween,
Yeah. It's always cool to have a kid do that. Yeah, and I always look forward to the years where it's like on a weekend and not on like a Tuesday.
Yeah.
This year, it's like on a Monday or something?
Oh, it's a Thursday.
Thursday.
Yeah.
Okay.
I requested that day off work and Friday too.
All right. Well, we're coming up to almost our first break. It's 7:28 p.m. And when we come back, we'll probably be talking about a bunch of other holiday stuff, or maybe cool things or interesting things in the news. And yeah, but if you guys want to talk about anything else for the next 2 minutes,
go ahead. Who's in the chat? Who's tuning in right now?
Give a shout out to the chat. We got Flork, one of my fellow character designers for the Monstores, for David Igo's Monstores.
Hey.
And he did pose a question asking if we had any ghost experiences.
Ooh, we can talk about that next. Yeah.
Afterward.
And then Steve Vendetta, he asked, is that the Krampus film, the one with the snow globe revelation? Yes, it is. That one's really good, man. That's like the quintessential Krampus film to me. And then Monster Squad is a good Halloween watch with the kids. I don't know if I've ever seen that movie.
It's pretty great. It has not aged super well. Some of them.
Is it a stop motion one as well?
No.
Nah.
What was that? There was a.
It's kind of like the Lost Boys for kids.
Yeah.
It's like a cross between Goonies and Lost Boys.
What was the stop motion one by the people who did all those stop motion Christmas ones? They did a stop motion one with like Dracula and all of them. I forget. If you remember, put it in the chat, and then we can talk about it, because I saw it, like a little bit of it. I don't know. Whatever you want to do. Okay. Well, let's go to commercial now. Is that cool, JD?
We know you probably get a lot of emails, but could you please make sure to sign up for our mailing list? We don't send a lot of emails, and we try not to bother you. We just want to give you the best information about... Did you know that Arthur, King of the Britons in Monty Python and the Holy Grail was played by a famous Graham? Check out another famous Graham by following our Instagram.
Some comic live streams seem like they're just throwing everything at the wall. Hey, you want this unknown comic? Yeah, here, how about this boring one? Found this one in a rain gutter, give me some money for it. I know this looks like a rotting sandwich, but I swear it's a comic. Pay me! But with Comic Collectibles, we know you don't just want comics, you want the right comics. You want rare variant and incentive covers, vintage books in pristine condition at prices you won't find anywhere else, and truly unique hand-drawn cover sketches by some of the most amazing artists in the business. Join Rex and his rotating cast of co-hosts live from Dynamite Entertainment headquarters for a carefully curated roster of comics that you'll only find here at Comic Collectibles. Every Monday at 6 and Wednesday at 7 Eastern Time. Part of the experience. Ask your local comic shop to add Battle Quest comics to your pull list today.
Okay, and we're back, and we figured out the name of that old Rankin Bass. The name of the company was Rankin Bass that did the stop animations for like all the Christmas ones back in the day, and it was called Mad Monster Party, and it was odd and really, I don't even know if you can still find it these days, but you can probably look it up on YouTube and watch it for free, like everything else in the world. All right, we're back, and let's go ahead and go around and do the round robin. There's not a lot of us, but that means you're going to get really good work from all of us. I don't know if you want to think that. This is what I'm selling. This is a sorceress. It's 14 by 17. This is a 14. This is a 17 inch. And yeah, it's all done in ink, and it's really cool because it's the holiday time. Look at that. Look at that. And that's what I'm selling. I'm selling it for 120 because I've had it for a while, but I still like it. But I don't want to sell it, but I do want to sell it. It's one of those type of things. You don't know what to do, so just put the price there. And that's what I got. So if you want it, bid for it. Who we got next? We got Erwin Papa. He's doing Terminator. Go ahead and tell us about it.
Oh, I just wanted to draw Terminator. I love that movie. Terminator 2 is one of my favorite movies of all time. So I wanted to keep it scary and draw a skeleton and melting face. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Who is your daddy and what does he do?
Get to the chopper.
Starting bid 60.
And
oh yeah, thank you. I'd be so forgetful. Thank you, Sean. And then the thing trading card, selling it for 20.
$20. He's the daddy, and that's what he does. All right.
I want your boots.
Next, we have Philip McVan. Philip, let's see how you're doing on your piece.
Your start.
Very good. Very good. Everybody's stuff is looking really well. And this is Nosferatu. And how much are we selling this gentleman for?
That's the noise he's making. This one is a starting bid of 75. And it's going to have a lot of ink on it. So it's going to be real dark.
All right. And then you also had the Max. I think you're selling that for 100. Let's go ahead and see the Max again.
Yes. And the Max is an 8.5 by 11. It's 100. It's fully loaded with all the goodies. You're going to love it. You won't regret it, I promise. And the Nosferatu is 9x12, so it's a little bit bigger.
Ooh.
There you go, guys. And a
Although
little bit
size
more
doesn't
affordable.
matter.
Not at all.
But well,
It's all about the how you use
it's all
the
about the
ink.
content. Yeah,
How about the base?
that's what you got. All right, Jason. Let's go ahead and see what you got. All
So
right.
this is Jason, and he is 11x14.
It's Jason drawing Jason.
Yes, very meta.
J2.
Oh, dude,
J2
Jason
more
X,
than
man.
me.
I should have drawn Jason X. I should have drawn Space Jason.
Space
Next time.
Jason.
Next time.
How big is this?
This is 11x14, so he's a little
Okay.
bit bigger. I like to draw big. A little more impact, a little more room. But yeah, man, he's coming along good, and we're gonna darken this thing up.
All
Yeah.
right. Rad. And then you also have a giveaway for stickers.
Yes, yeah, we got stickers. So I don't know how we're gonna do that, but I'm sure we'll pick a commenter at the end. Probably want to stick around for that.
Don't forget to put in hashtag EXP Ink and Drink to enter the giveaway. It's on the thing right there on the screen. So if you guys aren't sure, that's what it looks like, and that's what you need to put in the giveaway. All right, and then next we have Mr. Lenny Romero.
Hello. I am drawing Art the Clown on 9x12 Bristol paper. I'm getting through it as fast as I can right now for all pencil.
You're taking
what
a
else
lot
were we
of
supposed to
care
talk
with
about?
it. If you guys haven't noticed, like Lenny's style is very much like build up value, build up value, build up value, and it becomes richer and richer every time he touches the paper, which
it's getting better.
Other illustrations, man, oh man, because they're huge. We usually do what, like 24x36? Sometimes.
No. 18x24.
18x20.
But,
yeah, that's still pretty big, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Majority I do 11x17 though.
Yeah. What's that? Comic book size. Yeah. Very, very detailed work. And how much are you selling this guy for?
I'm selling Art the Clown for $100. Yeah, starting bid. Yeah.
All right. So put that in there. Put that in there. All right, if you guys want to get it. All right. Next we have Nathaniel. Nathaniel, go ahead and show us what you got.
All right. So we made a little progress. This is Ghostface. He's cleaning off his knife using 100% ink on this. No pencil. I think I sent information earlier saying that this is going to be 8.5x11, but that was a mistake. This is actually 9x12, so my bad there. But also, anyone who bids on this is getting slightly more art, bigger art, cooler art for your
more art, more money.
Wall.
Whoa.
And this is, I think this is like the point in the movie, like right before he throws the ring in the volcano. This is like a climactic point in the film. So put in your bids now, make a bid on this, or you can just buy my Beetlejuice and Spawn piece for the flat $75. You don't have to compete with anybody. You can just say 75 and that's mine, and not have to worry about somebody outbidding you.
All right. And that's everybody. Let's go ahead and look at the comments real quick. The experience, we're talking about dead air. So yeah, we had a little problem during the middle of that thing, but it's all right. We'll figure it out. Everything's going pretty well right now. And then Steve Vendetta says, I thought The Lovely Bones was a more mature horror film suitable for younger viewers, not children though, unless supervised. Is that The Lovely Bones that was by Mr. Lord of the Rings himself? That guy, Peter Jackson? I remember watching it and I was like, I think it's based off a true story. I don't know, or a book. I can't remember. It's probably a book because it's already written. Stevie B says, "How am I supposed to sleep tonight after seeing Lenny's clown?" Just think of Lenny's clown with the blade in his hand, about to carve a pumpkin. Right? He's just getting into the season. All right, you
Oh,
got to be
shit.
creative in your scary thoughts. All right.
Can I give spoilers?
You can do whatever you want.
The first kill that Art does is cut a man's head off and carve it out like it's a jack-o'-lantern. It was pretty fucking raunchy.
Okay,
Oh, excuse me,
there you
sorry.
go.
Yeah.
It's all right. It's all right.
Yeah.
All right. So Steve Vendetta wants to know also, what would happen if Pennywise tried to mess with Art, the clown, not the disciple? I don't know. What would happen if Pennywise the band, which is a great punk rock band? Probably nothing. They'd probably lose, but they probably enjoy the show. Art would probably enjoy the show. I saw the first It, right?
Yeah.
And then I never watched the new It because I was like, after seeing the first It, I was like, that's enough. That's enough. Even though I saw it in like the 2000s, it was made in like the 90s or something, or like early or late 80s. Yeah.
Tim Curry does a good job, dude.
Oh yeah. And the Fork says, unfortunately, I don't think that Art feels fear, so Penny would have no effect on him. There you go. Even Patton says his favorite scary movie to watch is Ernest Scared Stupid. I watched Ernest Goes to Camp, and I don't know if I've ever seen Ernest Scared Stupid.
That's a fun one.
Which is the one where he fights the trolls?
That's Ernest Scared Stupid.
Is that Scared Stupid? Okay.
That's Scared Stupid.
Yeah.
Oh,
and it's got Eartha Kitt's in it too, and like her and Ernest are the only people that like read the script and realized that like this was a comedy.
Oh, is that right? That's great.
Oh, what? A movie that terrified me though, as a little kid, was Cat's Eye. Did you guys ever see that movie, Cat's Eye? It was like Stephen King. It was like this cat. It's like 3 or 4 different stories put together, and the same thing is just the cat, right? The cat would like travel to like different places and different families, and was always around. There was one story where the cat was this little girl's cat. She ended up being fed by this little girl, but there was a troll, a tiny little troll that would like eat into the house and get into the house and start eating like things. Like they had a pet bird that was gone. And then the final scene of that little storyline, this little girl, she was sleeping, but the troll would get up on her chest and then start like trying to steal her soul. It was creepy as hell. And she had a little box fan. So I was like, I have a cat and I have a box fan and I'm a child. And I was terrified of trolls at that time, like tiny little gremlin trolls. It was creepy as hell when I was a little kid. Did you guys ever have any like little like things like that when you were a little kid that would just terrified you?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Relate with the characters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think I saw like a low budget version of that, like Cat's Eye. But at the end of that one, to get rid of the trolls, you would take the ring and then you would throw it in the volcano, and that's what they did.
That was good.
It's a classic.
Taking the trolls to Isengard. Taking the trolls to Isengard.
Speaking of Peter Jackson, The Frighteners is a great movie too.
Oh yeah. With what's his name from Back to the Future.
Yeah, if you guys haven't seen that, that's a good one.
Yeah, he's also in that movie. Peter Jackson likes to put himself in those movies, and I remember seeing him walking across the street in 1 or 2 scenes, and I was like, "Oh, look at that! There he is."
I mean, it's his movie.
How self-absorbed. No,
Yeah,
but it's a pretty good movie.
It's good stuff.
Has anyone seen Dead Alive? His other movie?
Mm-mm.
No, dang. or it's also called Brain Dead.
Dead
If you want to
Alive.
see, yeah,
What
if you want to
happens in
see,
it? What happens in it, man?
um,
It's 1992 film.
American scientists go out to Africa and they find a toxic rat monkey, bring it back, a toxic cursed rat monkey, and they bring it back to the States, and it ends up in a zoo where it kills and eats other monkeys, and then little old grandma. It's so hard to explain. It's just off the walls, kind of
It just
Evil Dead. It's the Evil Dead of Peter Jackson. He had a lot of time to create a lot of bloody practical effects, and just it's over the top. Like one of the weapons used is a lawnmower on a bunch of zombies. It's pretty wild.
Amazing.
that sounds fun.
Yeah.
Sounds interesting.
Or JG's in the chat. So JG.
Hey JG, Meet the Feebles. Oh man, I watched some of that and I was like, what is this? And the only reason why I knew about it is because they were talking about the making of Lord of the Rings, and Elijah Wood was like, oh yeah, he made this film called Meet the Feebles, and that's all. I was like, I gotta work for this guy, and I was like, that's the movie. And I looked and I watched the movie. And I was like, this is why you want to work for Peter Jackson, because of Meet the Feebles. Like, it's just two totally different things. They're like puppets from hell. It was crazy. It was crazy. So that creeped you out though. That scared you when you were a little kid, Lenny?
Oh, that movie? No, I was bringing up another Peter Jackson horror film. A movie that creeped me out as a kid was definitely Child's Play. Chucky is just a menace.
Yeah, 100%.
That is scary.
You always think he's like at the end of your bed, just like ready to grab your feet or something.
He just reminds me of that My Buddy toy. My buddy and me. That one. You know, I was like,
Yes.
what is this? It always just looked comical to me. I don't know. I couldn't take it seriously because I'm like, it's just
I mean, I take it comical now, but as a kid,
right,
just like a doll that can move, that's freaky.
There was a TV show. I think it was on the Discovery. Anyways, it was one where it was like there's a medium and then there's like a cop, right, a detective, and they would go and find out about like scary, spooky houses and like the history and everything else like that. And there was this one house where like they gone into, and the daughter was supposedly like talking to spirits, and the parents were sort of weirded out about it. So the medium comes into the house, and they make everybody leave the house, and the medium goes into the house and she talks about what she can see and feel. And then she walks into one room and she's like, what the hell is going on in here? And it's just a room full of dolls. Supposedly the mom was really into collecting like, you know, those
porcelain
dolls. And she's like, what people don't understand about spirits is that spirits that are trapped on the earth try to find new bodies, and they will go towards dolls and try to live within the doll. And I was like, that is the creepiest thing I think I've heard in a long time. So whenever I'm like going down the aisle at like, you know, Toys R Us or Walmart or whatever, and it's like the doll aisle, I'm like, let's go a few aisles over.
Let's go skip it.
If I was a ghost, I'd be like a Marvel Legends or like a figure artist toy, because I need those points of articulation, dude.
Yeah, right. Like I'm actually
behind you. The doll keeps moving behind you, Sean. Oh my god.
Oh yeah. This is Steve.
Keep moving. Don't touch it. No.
I put batteries in him yesterday.
Now Sean's possessed by Steve.
Oh shit.
Maybe I could draw better. I mean, maybe I could draw better.
That doll is actually Sean. He's already switched places.
Oh no.
There's supposed to be like a new Netflix movie that's sort of about that. They all these people put these nodes on their head and they flip a switch and they all like sort of switch each other's bodies, and it gets like really weird. I cannot remember the name of it, but it's like a new sci-fi one. But
Friday.
yeah, that sounds.
That premise would
Still-
never work. No one would want to switch bodies with me.
That still sounds pretty creepy.
Like
Or
a young
switch
Shrek.
minds. What if you could have two minds at once? That would be
I'm
annoying.
already anxious enough. I don't need another.
Yeah.
I think you're describing anxiety, Sean.
Yeah, there you go.
Being John Malkovich, that was a weird film, right?
It was fun.
It was fun but weird. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Did
What-
somebody
oh.
ask about ghost stories?
Yeah, I was gonna say ghost stories, and I talked about that thing. Does anybody have a good ghost story?
I've had sleep paralysis demons on my chest before. Have you guys ever had those?
Holy crap! Okay.
Yeah.
I've-
Those
Go
are
on.
they feel not great, man. It's only happened maybe it's happened enough where you kind of like wake up and you can't move your body, and
Yeah.
you're just like, you can move your eyes, or like I woke up and I could see my room and I couldn't move, and this little fucking grungalunga guy on my chest, you know. And
Wait, you saw him, or you felt him?
felt and kind of like I'd say saw the shadow, if that makes sense. Just like a image that was like very ill defined. Like it wasn't like he was like made of skin. It was more like he was made out of shadow.
Yeah,
Fair
that's
enough.
a common trope of like, well, not trope, but
shadow.
common thing that people say when it comes to like sleep paralysis or being visited in the night by the other. Yeah, they'll be able to see like a shadow of a person. That's
The shadow
almost like a
knows.
full shape. Sometimes they're really tall. Go on.
Oh yeah, so I've had that, and then I've also had the tall shadow. I used to sleep with like curtains around my bed, and I woke up a few times, and it was like 12 tall silhouette like shadow people. So we got rid of the curtains because I was like, fuck that.
We're dropping a lot of F-bombs, but okay.
It's a
That's
spooky
terrifying.
episode. It's a spooky.
That's super
F-bomb. Sorry,
terrifying.
guys.
That wow. Yeah, I would say just holy water or something, or kiddo.
Holy water.
Well,
I
are
don't know.
we also getting advice and solutions? Like to the,
Oh yeah, dude.
There you go. I'm gonna so get your vacuum cleaner out. You can make a makeshift Ghostbusters vacuum, and yeah, no problem. So
Hell
yeah, there's Venetia Tavares. I think I'm saying that. It says sleep paralysis is the worst, and also hi Lenny. So Lenny, I think you have a fan here.
Oh, Venetia, hey.
JG says we need a plasma rifle, and then he asks if any of us watched the Evil series. So I did watch some of the Evil series, and I think George was like a demon that would visit, I think either the mom or something like that. But I stopped watching it because I was like, it's getting way too creepy. Even though some of the monsters weren't that creepy, it was actually because it has to do with angels and demons, right? The demons always looked a little creepy, but they weren't as bad. But the angels, they had like a Saint Michael archangel that was in CG, and I was like, this guy is wildly crazy. It's like they took Candlemaker from. You guys ever see that series, Doom Patrol series?
Yes.
It's fantastic. Candlemaker was awesome and creepy, super creepy. It's like they took Candlemaker and they took sort of that aesthetic and they put it towards an archangel, which is wild. Let's see. What's another thing we have? Steve asking, is anybody familiar with the VHS horror anthology film series? Not really.
Yes. I love
yeah.
it.
It's an anthology.
Lenny, tell us about that.
Oh, it's each film is an anthology. They always have like a starting premise where I'm picking the worst movie because it's the one I remember right now.
Yeah.
VHS 3, where an ice cream man is like driving crazy and it's on the news and everything, and you have all these cops chasing him, and he's the central part of the story. But then they'll pan over to a TV, and then all of a sudden, horror movie starts.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, so it's a really good collection of horror movies. My favorite is either VHS the first one or the one we just recently watched, which was VHS 84. That one was really cool.
I like.
But they're all they're all very they're all very like definitely give them a watch now. They're all very Halloween like. You'll get a kick out of them. All the different styles of filming and all the different stories.
That's
They
cool. I
look
was going to say
familiar.
that.
I think I've seen this poster.
I haven't seen the movies, but I like that the vehicle for finding all the other stories within that movie is an actual vehicle. It's an ice cream truck.
Yeah, it's a trip, but I actually don't like that movie. Not that I hate it, but that was just the only one I could really remember right now that has like that arcing story between them all.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got like 3 minutes till we have to go to break. Does anybody else have a scary ghost apparition? I mean, Jason's pretty
in 3 minutes.
In 3
pretty
minutes?
intense.
I'll try to do it really fast. Okay, so I have 2 siblings and I have 3 cousins. So there's 6 of us, and we were inside like we were inside the house. We were in a bedroom, and we were trying to do that trick where you use 2 fingers and you place it underneath the body, and then you would like lift it up.
Oh yeah, it was a board.
We used our the youngest sister because she was the smallest one. It's like we could probably do it with that. Do the trick with her. So we started lifting her up. This is a hot summer day, and the windows were stuck open. You couldn't pull them down. And as we lifted her up, the window slammed down, and we got so
scared. Whoa. Like you're using some magic you're not supposed to be. Whoa.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Don't
rad.
tempt them.
That's pretty rad.
Did the ghost want to shut the windows because the air conditioner was on, and they were like, "What the hell are you kids doing?"
Do you know how much it costs for air conditioning in Southern California? What are you doing?
Okay.
Man, does that mean I'm getting old if I told my wife that? Hey,
No.
if you're gonna turn on the air conditioner, close the windows.
No, I agree. It's pointless. Pointless. All right,
that just means that you pay bills.
Let's do this little thing real quick. So this is our sketch up tonight. A bunch of people from Ink and Drink, Long Beach, and we're all doing this, and that's because Mog and Mel right now are in New York. They're at table C24 at New York Comic Con. If you're there, go see them and say hi and say that we all said hi and that thanks for trusting us to do this. Yeah, we're not dropping any F-bombs. We're all telling just clean Christian stories about
I'm
clean
so
Christian
sorry.
comic books. That's what's happening, right? And then I'm not shaming anybody.
I'm so sorry. I
We're all
totally forgot.
human. We're adults. It's okay. And then
JD will edit it out.
Also, if you guys want to join that the giveaway, JD had a little bug up here before, but here it is. Oh, good. Thank God. Thank you, JD. Yeah, put in hashtag EXP Ink and Drink to enter the giveaway, and you can get those awesome stickers from Jason. Also, what else did we want to talk about? Oh, yeah. Like and subscribe, baby. Like and subscribe if you want to see more great stuff like this from the experience. like and subscribe, follow us today. And then every single one of these artists have an Instagram. I know because I follow them as well, including Sean Linehan. Now I'm called Steve because we've switched, me and Steve. That's right. We're different now. So, just go ahead and follow us too on Instagram. And with that being said, we'll be right back after this commercial break.
Whoa. Whoa. Did you miss it? Yeah, they can go by pretty fast. Let's slow down the footage.
Welcome. It's time to skim some comics. Miles Morales Spider-Man, I will just tell you that Miles is very important in his role as a vampire. So
It's fine. If you like Hercules, read it. If you don't like it, don't worry about it. It's fine.
The art is still stunning. There's a panel, little spoiler, there's a panel in this where Chitauri first hits Lion-O, and he is the best "did she really just hit me" face I've ever seen put in a comic book.
Wow, live reviews of new comic books so you can be ready for New Comic Book Day. What is this? Oh, I see. It's Minute to Skim It. Part of the experience. Boring old Tuesday. Kick it!
Hey, let's get to it.
Henri Copen scours collections and comic shops to bring you the biggest deals on beautiful comics.
I'm very eager to sell these books.
Plus, he smashes those other boring sales shows. Henri's got fire, excitement, personality, key books, FOMO books,
Sexy FOMO books for you.
a cute dog, weird accents,
69, bro.
a wheel of skid bark.
There's wheel spins at the end of every show.
You'll laugh, you'll cry, you'll score huge bargains.
That is Haktua magic right there, all right?
Kicking it with Henri. Tuesday nights, part of the experience.
Okay, and we're back with these artists that are like me. And we're going to go ahead and do the round robin real quick. This is what I'm selling. You see, this is sorcerers. Let me take it down real quick. Don't rip it, Sean. Don't rip it. Don't rip it, Sean. Don't rip it. All right.
Careful,
You see that?
Don't rip it, Sean. Don't rip it.
Don't tell me when to fart and when not to fart.
Rip it a little.
This is the art. It looks neon on the screen, but it's not. It's just red.
Cool.
Ooh, yeah. And this is 14 by 17. And I'm selling it for 120 bucks. Right?
120.
Nothing but
Steal.
ink. It's a sorceress. And I think you guys need to have that in your home. I mean, you don't have to. I really like it. I was Steve. Now I'm back to Sean. Steve got tired of my body. He's like, you're a little old. I'm going to jump back into this carcass waving around behind me. Oh, wow. And
I want you to
anyway,
eat some more fiber, dude.
eat more
You
fiber.
didn't like
I
what you
eat a
found.
lot of fiber. I eat a lot of fiber. And that, yeah, is going to be 120 bucks. Let's go ahead and go to the next artist. We got Erwin Papa doing the Torminator. And also, he has a card for sale. Go ahead and tell us about that. Look at that line work, man.
Starting bid 60, and then we got the trading card at 20.
So just so everybody knows, we as artists have to use references if we want to be good artists.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, we are not all like Kim Jong-ji and just have, photographic memory, which would be great. But yeah, I can't even remember my PIN code for most things, my address.
Do you remember it right now? What's your pin code?
Do you remember your
Ooh.
mother's maiden name?
Helen Ann? That's my PIN code? My mother's maiden name? That's a bunch of numbers.
Well, what's your card name? What's your card number, dude? And your security code?
Philip McMahon.
Very secure.
Always secure. I bake with Philip. All right, so how much you selling that for again, Erwin?
Starting bid at 60, and then the thing is selling it for 20.
All right. So let's go ahead and see you guys bid on those. That would be great. And the thing, he looks gorgeous. Next, we have Philip McMahon, H drawing Nosferatu.
Making progress. It will be done. I'm trying to kick it up. I'm a slow inker. I'm also
Where's
a little bit of a
Nosferatu
speed
from?
inker.
Is he French?
From
Transylvania, no?
Yeah, Eastern Europe.
Eastern Europe.
Oh, is it like Never Said?
Wow.
I don't know.
Look at those lines. Smooth lines.
Very
Sick.
smooth. Very smooth.
What do you think he did before he became a vampire?
Well, he's got a face for radio, so
That Transylvanian radio host.
Transylvanian Radio, come on down to the station. We're giving away free pints. Just come on down here. We'll see you soon.
free neck
Promise.
kisses.
Yeah, free neck kisses. Promise we won't be sucking your blood and changing your whole lifestyle.
You got
Nosferatu
extra
Radio coming up. We have Celine Dion. Thanks. Anyways,
Break my heart.
yeah, I used to do.
I
radio.
thought it was funny, Sean.
That's why my face is this way, because I used to do radio as well. Next we have Jason Lego. Oh wait, before we go, no. How much are we charging for this, Philip?
Starting bid of 75.
75.
It's gonna have some probably some screen tone in it. A lot more
tone.
ink.
I need some tone. I need some tone, Maverick. And then also you have the Max. Show that beautiful Max.
So there's some more.
Beautiful to the max.
Yeah, a little bit more a finished piece, obviously, so you can get an idea of how much more ink is probably going to go on that page.
Ooh, man. Mr. Sam Keefe, eat your heart out.
That piece of paper is so heavy.
Yeah.
Heavy. 8.5 by 11. $100. It could be yours. A one-of-a-kind collector's piece. I will never draw the Max again.
This is his last one, guys.
Okay.
Unless someone pays me to do it.
That's pretty smart.
Or you could just buy this drawing.
Okay. There you go. Beautiful artwork, like always. And also we have Jason Lego with his beautiful artwork of Jason. Jason on Jason. Here we go.
How's it going? We got Jason Voorhees here. He's on 11 by 14 smooth Bristol board. And he's starting bid at $50 tonight.
Ooh.
$50.
Or maybe 13.
Wait, what happened?
Friday the 13th.
Okay. I'm like, wait, what?
I like it.
You keep that price. All right. And then you also have a giveaway of stickers. And this is one of them that we can see right here by the Max. Yeah. And if you want to join that giveaway, again, we have the bug up for that. This is what we call it in the news business, or whenever we had something that we had to run on the screen. When I worked in Japan with the Navy, I did a lot of television, and any type of graphic like that we put up in the corner, we call the bug or a bug. So our bug says experience ink and drink to enter the giveaway. So go ahead and put that in the chat if you'd like to go ahead and get that giveaway. And then next we have Mr. Lenny Romero. Let's go ahead and look at Mr. Lenny's. Lenny's with the build up.
Wow, look at that.
This guy just loves pumpkins and carving them. That's what he's into.
Look at that mass.
Yes. So starting bid for Art the Clown is $100. It's a 9x12 on Bristol paper, acrylic background, and pencil character. And yeah, I didn't know how to say that phrase.
Is that your eraser, the blue and white thing right there?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
It's one of those, the Tombos, the sharp erasers.
Yeah, there
It's a
you
good
go.
one.
Yeah.
There you
I
go.
love it. Helps get those little fine details out.
All right.
Can we take
Radical.
a look at the spot black for that background? Because it follows the pattern of light.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look at that. Whoa.
See that in the background right there? Yeah.
Crazy.
So how did you do that? Did you just is it different black that you're using there, Lenny?
It's just acrylic, black, and as I went over this part where the light is at with I just added little tiny bits of white acrylic to the black, and I just went around in a circle, just little by little. Yeah.
Very nice.
I'm glad I did that earlier though.
Yeah, it's a bit of work.
Yeah. But it's working.
It's going. Okay, and how much do you have that for?
$100 starting bid.
Brunson's in the chat. Brunson had something they had to do earlier, but now he's here. Everybody say hi to Brunson.
What's up, Brunson?
What up, Brunson?
What's
up, Branson?
That's
Branson.
right. Branson Brunson. JG Art World says that's what's up. Okay, let's go ahead and go to Nathaniel.
Oh yeah.
And here's Mr. Nathaniel. Oh, it's coming along pretty well, man. He's like, oh, there's my knife. Just gotta get this blood off of here real quick.
He's all like, what's that?
What's that?
What type of knife is that?
A big one.
What brand is that?
I don't really know. Oh, that's my signature. You can't really see it on this
Yeah,
channel.
there you go. I see it. That's why I asked. Because I was like,
You call that a knife?
This is a
Yeah.
knife.
He's cleaning off his spoon right now. Gonna eat some cereal.
Wonder what that guy's up to. Crocodile Dundee.
I don't think he's around anymore.
Oh,
and I'm doing this is 9x12, and I'm auctioning this off for $50 starting bid. Place your bids now in the chat. If you don't know how, you hold shift and you push the $sign, and then you push 50, or you just type in Ghostface, and then we'll assume that you want this one.
Or you can type in ERWIN.
Yeah, you spell my name with an E and then an R and then WIN. This is a Beetlejuice and Spawn piece for $75, and I've also decided just now to do a giveaway. I hope that's okay. I'm gonna give away for anybody who wins this for the winning bid on this Ghostface. I'm giving away one sleep paralysis demon.
Oh,
no charge.
Is that redeemable any night?
Yes.
Redeemable right now.
Redeemable after the artwork arrives to you. I'll curse the artwork, and then when you get it at home, then you can have your demon.
there you go. More value.
The demon?
More value in your work.
Will the demon help?
Good to see you.
Fine.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, will the demon help me throw a ring into the volcano?
Well, no, that's how you get rid of the demon. So it's probably not going to help you with that. You should just keep the ring handy for the next time you go. Next time you go to a volcano.
Got it.
And then there's a little switch on the back of the demon where you can switch it to good from evil. Also.
Oh. Is there a warranty?
No, not at all.
Oh shit.
All right, so last time we were talking.
PG.
I'm sorry, I keep forgetting.
That's it. You're getting a demon for free.
The air. So
I deserve it. I deserve it.
The ghosts of Mog and Mel are gonna come get you, dude.
They're flying back right now. I can hear them.
I know they're not even here, and I'm blowing it.
Ooh.
All right. So as we can see the ticker on the bottom, so that's what we call any graphics that move like that. We call it a ticker. On the bottom, here's everybody's price and what they're drawing. And if you want to bid on it, go ahead and put that in the chat. We'd greatly appreciate it. I'd like to say hi to Brunson again and to Ilya and to anybody else joining. Stevie B, the thing here, trading card is a buy now for $20. If so, I would like to make a purchase. So Stevie B is going to go ahead and purchase Mr. Thing, which Erwin has already claimed or put on there as a claim.
Thank you.
Thang.
Thank
There
you,
you go.
Stevie B. You're a good
Oh,
man.
good.
You're
He's gonna have that
American.
thang on him.
Good American man. All right, and we were talking about ghost stories earlier. I have a
Yeah.
ghost story from Japan. So here we go. Living in Japan, if you haven't, it's really weird, right? Because there's so much history and so much, like, everything is sort of, just been through a lot. So before I moved there, the military that was there, I worked with the Navy, right? And they're like, we need more housing. We need more housing. We need more housing. And they're like, don't worry, America. We've got you. This is the Japanese to the American military. And they're like, we'll put you here at this place called Hario. In the past, after the war with the Japanese and they lost, the Japanese, first of all, when they were winning, started spreading their seed everywhere, started going everywhere, selling goods and making shops in different countries and whatnot. Once that war was lost, they signed an agreement that all those people had to come back to Japan. So when they came back to Japan, they put them on boats. And some of these boats could only hold up to 1,000 people, where they were putting 3,000 people on there. And there was no air conditioning at that time on these boats, and they're moving them in the summer. So when they came to America, some of these people were dead. And where did they bury them? Well, when they came back to, I'm sorry, not America, but back to Japan, where did they bury them? They buried them in Hario. So here they are, ready to build new military housing in Hario, and they're digging up bones of these people. And they're like, oh, we forgot that we put them there. Yeah, we forgot. But they went on with the building anyways. So fast forward to when I lived there, and I'm like, the first few days being there, I was just like, what are these wild, crazy dreams? They were just wild. Like, I had dreams with people with like holes in their faces and all this weird stuff. It was crazy. But come one day, we're like, we're watching TV, and all of a sudden the TV just turns off, right? And then I just see my cats all both flip their faces to the corner, and I'm like, what was that? And the TV just comes back on, and then it flips off again. And I was like, all right, something's going on. And I was just like, look, I don't want any trouble. I don't mean you any harm. I don't want to make a big deal or anything out of this, but I just live here because it was assigned to me. So if you need to go have attention from somebody else, you're not going to really get it from me, but good luck. And then it just stopped. So they're probably like, this guy.
You found the Japanese ghost that spoke English, dude.
Yeah, I was like, what? That's really weird, right? It's really weird. But yeah.
I like that you were like so polite.
It was like a little hospital, like a little remote hospital on that base too. The main hospital was on the main base, but there was a little hospital because there was a kids' school there. And in the hospital, like, I had friends that worked there, and they're like, oh yeah, in the middle of the night, about 2 to 3 in the morning, we see a little girl, and she usually like runs down the hallway and then disappears, and like all types of stuff like that. It's just wild. Japan is so haunted. It's like not even funny. But I think these are just, ghosts that were always there. To this day, though, on the outside of Hario, because it's considered like a military base, there's people that live in Japan, and they'll come and they'll give homage to their relatives that they know that were possibly buried there to this day. So it's just like, oh, and that's my ghost story.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. Anybody else?
Oh, Ilya wanted to see the Max again.
Look at that.
Oh yeah.
All right, there you go, Mr. Ilya. Look at that. It's beautiful. He did a great job here. I would also say if you're the highest bidder tonight, if you look in the comments by the EXP, it says go ahead and register and finalize the purchase, and we have a link there. So go ahead and put your information in the link. It's really easy to go to and put your information in there. And yeah, I guess I am channeling a bit of Mog tonight by what I'm talking about. But it was freaky. It was freaky living in Japan when it came to stuff like that. Other things were amazing. I would live there in a heartbeat, even with the ghosts. They were very polite ghosts, if you ask me.
Yeah, I like that you were basically like, excuse me, ghost. I was like, I don't know what you got going on. I'm not going to bother you. You're not going to get attention from me. But I was watching that. Could you turn that back on?
Yeah, can you? I really wanted to finish that piece from Breaking Bad or whatever it was. I don't even know if Breaking Bad was out at that time.
Did they turn it back on?
No, I had to turn it back on.
Like,
but my
like,
cats were just
you.
like staring at that one corner for like a hot minute. And I was like, hello, hello. And they just were like looking around me. And I was like, okay, well, that's something, But yeah, it's pretty wild.
It's not nothing.
Not nothing. So anything else that possibly scared you when you were a kid that you're like, oh, that's sort of ridiculous now, or like,
I got a story. I'll try and be quick about it. It's
you don't have to be quick about it. We got a bit.
Well, all right. In that case, I'm just gonna drag it out.
Yeah.
So it was. I had this. It's basically like a memory of like a Halloween where I was going around trick or treating with a bunch of other kids in the neighborhood, and I was so young, like at like one of those ages, like 4, maybe 5, where like like your memory starts to get a little blurry. Like, oh, I don't know if I actually remember this happening, or like you stop having you're not able to remember much from before that. And anyways, long story short, like I'm trick or treating with a bunch of friends, and I look across the street at my neighbor's house at the time, and there's this like woman in the doorway, like behind like a screen door, like she was like standing in his doorway, and she was like dressed like a fairy, but like looked really legitimately like a fairy. She was like moving all slow and ghost like. There was like a glowing aura around her. She had like, it was like early 90s, so she had like big curly hair, and I remember like seeing her, and like me and the other kids saw her, and we're just like whoa, that's kind of weird looking, right? And like we didn't really like want to go over there because like it kind of intimidated us. And like I had told the story for a while, and but like I had never like told any like family about it. And I don't remember if I was out with my family or anything, but like I had told it to friends, and I had stopped telling the story for like years. And then one day, like a year or two ago, I was talking to my sister, and we were talking about ghost stories. And I was like in my head, I had already written this off as like, oh, that probably didn't happen. I was really young. Maybe I imagined it or something. And a couple years ago, me and my sister were talking about ghost stories, and she was like, oh man, Nathaniel, I don't know if you remember this. Do you remember seeing that like tooth fairy lady across the street at so-and-so's house? And I was like, what? You remember that? And then she described the same scenario that I just laid out, but like I don't remember ever telling her that. Like she saw it on her own, and I was like, are you serious? And she's like, yeah. And she's like, I remember that. You don't remember it? I was like, no, I remember that. I just stopped saying it because I felt crazy when I would say that story.
But you weren't crazy.
I wasn't crazy. Or we were both the exact same kind of crazy.
Isn't it interesting when somebody like that like validates you're crazy? You're like, oh,
yeah.
I'm not like, crazy because they said the same thing. It's just validate. Okay, that's interesting. Exactly. That's super wild.
Yeah, so like I I can neither confirm nor deny that like there was actually like a ghost woman or anything, but like I know what I saw and somebody else saw it too, and then we took a ring and we threw it in a volcano.
And there it is. And there it is. Okay, let's see here. The ring, the one ring, one ring.
Drink every time the ring is mentioned.
Every time.
Oh, thanks, Ilya.
So the EXP says, I'm getting a lot of videos in my feed that are saying, come buy 12 houses for $10 in Japan. So I guess real estate prices are low.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
I can tell you about that real quick. It's because Japan has a lot of older people, right? And all these older people have held these homes for a very long time. But if you know like Japan's style of living and whatnot, they're very clean and orderly and organized. And so these homes, even though they were bought like maybe 30 plus years ago, some of them are still like very pristine and well kept and kept up with. But because of where they're at or because they are older, the younger generation, they don't want that. They want newer homes. And also, there's not a lot of people being born, to be honest. Like the population isn't keeping up as much as they should be, and it's actually a big problem there, and I think maybe also China too. But for Japan, it's a big problem. So they don't have as many people owning homes anymore. So these people pass, and they're like, well, our family doesn't want it, or there is no family left anymore. So we have, it goes, I guess, back to the state or back to the prefecture, and they're like, yo, we have all these homes. Does anybody want to move here? So right now it's sort of like a buying spree for people who want to have homes in Japan, and they are affordable. They are very affordable. The thing is, though, when you live in Japan, is like, not every place is so urban. Like when I lived in Sasebo, it's sort of very like a farm type of town. So you might have a very beautiful brand new home, but like right next to it is a field. And if you go far enough in that field, there's a family of boars living in that field, right? But it's still pretty cool, and there's like a lot of bugs and snakes and everything else like that. But that's just how it is in Japan. But I've been thinking about getting a house up there, but right now we have to wait probably a little bit, longer when we're older, maybe. We'll see. But yeah, I would love to live back there. All right. Wouldn't want that to be very boring. Okay. Moving on. Let's see here. We got 2 minutes till the break.
Who has a 2-minute ghost story?
Did you guys have any cartoons that scared you when you were a kid?
Ooh, Finding Nemo. Not the fish one. Not the fish one. The one with all the black goo. Does anyone remember that? It kind of has like that Disney animated look, but I don't think it is a Disney film.
You mean Little Nemo?
Yes,
Nemo.
that one.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's based off of like, those are like Saturday morning or Saturday newspaper, Sunday morning newspaper clips, right? I think they was in that. But there's like a whole comic book series. I've never seen that movie, but I've heard really good things about it.
Mm-hmm.
It was horrifying to watch as a kid.
Speaks to the quality of work.
What happened with the black goo?
It does. It like absorbed people.
Oh, whoa. That's pretty rad and gross. Yeah. Before I forget, again, if you see the ticker at the bottom, it has everybody's price. Very, very affordable work tonight. And we're all doing sort of like the Halloween theme. Don't forget to make those bids. Pretty awesome. Also, don't forget to like and follow us. This is a pretty great show, along with the channel of The Experience, bringing you awesome artwork, comic book stuff, pop culture information, and things like that. We'd really, really appreciate it if you followed. And then also us from Ink and Drink. We're on
Long Beach.
Ink and Drink Long Beach. We're on Instagram and Discord, and I think we're also on Facebook. I don't know. Are we, Erwin? No, maybe not.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are.
Yeah, and then we are all of the artists tonight are all on Instagram as well. So don't
Artists of
forget
all
to,
skills are welcome.
yep, there you go.
Yeah, let's
Go
talk
ahead,
about
give the spiel.
bondage.
Give the spiel, bro.
Please.
All right. So it's an online community. We do online drawing events every Wednesday. The last Thursday of every month is a live event that takes place in Long Beach. It's supply and demand. But as far as the server goes and the live show, all are welcome, all skill levels. We have projects, we have print projects, we have group things, we have group drawing every week. It's a great community to get resources, to make connections, to talk to other artists, to share your passion for drawing materials, art, comics, toys, kind of a little bit of everything. So it's obviously open to the public. Anybody can join. And I believe there is a link provided if you would like to do that. So we look forward to new members. All the time.
Definitely. We're gonna have a live ink and drink on the 22nd. Is that right, Erwin?
Yeah.
And it starts at 7 or 8.
8 p.m. to 12 a.m.
Yeah, there you go. It's a long time, but a lot of really good fun. I'm going to be there. Everyone's going to be there. Lenny might be there. Most of these people are going to be there. So we're going to do more artwork there, but for free, because we love it, and that's what we do. Anyways, stick around. We're going to be talking about projects coming up, and then maybe if we run out some other time, doing some more spooky stuff. And then we have our giveaways and things like that. But thanks for sticking with us. We'll see you soon.
Download our app on Google Play and the App Store. It's so simple, even my mommy can use it.
Symphonic verses, nocturne's romance. A song of romanticized darkness, dreaming death by sleep.
Some comic live streams seem like they're just throwing everything at the wall. Hey, you want this unknown comic? Yeah, here, how about this boring one? Found this one in a rain gutter, give me some money for it. I know this looks like a rotting sandwich, but I swear it's a comic. Pay me! But with Comic Collectibles, we know you don't just want comics, you want the right comics. You want rare, variant, and incentive covers, vintage books in pristine condition at prices you won't find anywhere else, and truly unique, hand-drawn cover sketches by some of the most amazing artists in the business. Join Rex and his rotating cast of co-hosts live from Dynamite Entertainment headquarters for a carefully curated roster of comics that you'll only find here at Comic Collectibles. Every Monday at 6 and Wednesday at 7 Eastern Time. Part of the experience.
Welcome back to Sketch Up with Mog and Mel, but Mog and Mel ain't here because they're in New York at table Z24 at New York Comic Con. And if you're there, go visit them. Say hello. Hello, Mog. Hello, Mel. And if you want to talk to Mog and Mel for a long time, most likely you can just bring up aliens Last time we were at LA Comic Con, Mog wanted to talk, or Mel wanted to talk to me about aliens. If you guys don't know, I know too much about that stuff. We talked for hours on end, and then we went to dinner. It was actually really cool. So we're back, and people are still making awesome artwork. I already made this because, as you can see, I can't do multiple things at once. I can't draw and DJ along with JD's help. He does a great job. I just
Shout
can't.
out JD.
I can't. So I have my art here. It's a sorceress. I already did a close-up of it, but this is a nice little far away of it. It's 14 by 17. It's $120, and I think you want to take that home with you, but you don't have to because I really like it a lot. I really like it a lot, but I've had it for years now, and I think it's a wonderful piece. And I thought it would be great to go ahead and try to put it up. If you see Steve behind me, Steve, what are you doing? Steve, he's just trying to make, that's where I get the inspiration for the eyes. Obviously, if you can see the skull eyes and you see Steve's eyes, yeah. So again, $120 for the sorceress. And as we can see on the ticker down below, we're going to have everybody's name down there along with what they're offering. Go ahead and put in the comments your bid. And also, if you want to join us at Ink and Drink, you can see like me and JG and Erwin said, one of us, join us. Let's go ahead and go to Erwin Papa. Let's go ahead and see what he's making and how it's doing. Fantastic.
Thank you.
Talk to me, baby. Talk to me.
Doing the last minute cross hatching, and then one last look at the thing that has been already sold to Stevie B.
Stevie B.
Little, show off some detail.
It's a little shaky. Got a shaky cam. Look at those gums. Look at the goop coming off the gums, man. That's so cool. And like he has white teeth, but the T4000 or whatever has metal teeth. So how did that happen? That means the goop is just peeling off the teeth as well. And it's got the Arnold cheeks and the high bones. You see it, the high cheekbones. Yeah. Really, really well done. And we're offering 60 for that.
60. Correct, Mundo.
Are those pins or those magnets? Are you drawing on
magnets?
Oh, you're drawing on metal.
Yeah. Oh, how appropriate.
Yeah, I know. Like I was gonna say, you got metal on metal, man. That's pretty rad. Still has a little bit of values to put in here on the cheekbone, but nice value build-up, as you guys can see, and just really, really well done penmanship and work. Just fantastic. You see how steady and easy he goes. How long have you been using a glove when you're drawing like this?
I started last year.
Last year? Does it help a lot with the smudging stuff?
It helps my hand not to stick to the surface. The smudging still happens though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can't get rid of it.
Yeah. I think it adds character, to be honest, when I smudge sometimes, unless it's just like a total, like something you're like, no, it's not supposed to be right there. But yeah, it just adds character and makes it go, yeah, that's a real piece, like that's what real pieces look like. They're not always pristine when, like, you look at a comic book and I'm like, yeah, they take that into Photoshop and they clean it up even more. Or they do it just straight in Photoshop or Clip Studio. So, yeah, Stevie B said it looks like my last X-ray at the dentist. Stevie, wow.
Stevie, are you here to save John Connor?
One of us. All right, great. Let's go ahead and look at the work. Philip McVans. All right, he's turned to the side right now. But, man, look at Nosferatu. And he comes with a free castle in the background, which he's going to work on pretty soon.
Yeah, dude. Do you know how much pencils cost these days? This one's free.
Yeah. Oh. I like the archway too here on the side. If you can't see it, it's done in red. He's gonna go ahead and fill that out too, but it does a nice framing of this piece. Yeah, it goes around.
Yeah.
So really, really awesome composition. Now, you told me not too long ago that when you do your work on something like this, sometimes you'll have a piece of tracing paper with tape on the end of it. I started
Correct.
doing that, and I like that a lot. Like, I like that a lot. So I'm
It's
like,
pretty
thank
great.
you, yeah, for giving me that idea to steal.
I had it here. Here it is. It fell on the floor. That's why I haven't been using it.
Yeah.
There you go.
So you do all corners. I just did like the top. And I don't know why. I just wanted to give it weight. But
Yeah, I just do it so that hopefully it doesn't bang up whenever it bumps up against my spoiler alert soft stomach. It doesn't crinkle up too much.
Soft, gentle, sumptuous stomach.
Whoa.
All right, great. And then you have the max there.
Oh yes. Well then, so this is 9x12. So you're getting a lot of bang for your buck. A lot of bang.
Bada bang, bada boom.
And then we got the max, and this is starting at 100, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And it's fully loaded. It's got all the good stuff. It looks like I drew it. You know, I think people would see that and go, "Yeah, it looks like he drew it."
Yeah, I see it.
Yes.
And it's the max.
See your style.
Got them big old hands, and that big attitude.
In the Australian outback for beer.
And those hungry little dudes too.
We mentioned Crocodile Dundee, and I was like, I wonder if that guy, it's not Chris Evans, the other guy who played Thor, I wonder if he would ever play Crocodile Dundee if they try to redo it. But then I'm like, I don't know if I would want to watch that. He thinks he's funny, but he's not funny. But I feel like that's what would happen in Hollywood. So anyways, this is great work, Philip. This is fantastic. And I like the button. You see the button on his sleeve here is like a little fangy skeleton button. Little things like that adds character to work. And he's really putting his heart into it. And that's what you want. That's what you're paying for, baby. Heart from all of us. We're all putting our heart and soul into this. Every time an artist draws a picture, we lose a little bit of our soul. That's why we have
what?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
Is that what I've been doing?
That's what happened to Jason. They're like, hey,
I'm
buddy.
done. I'm done with this drawing.
So we have Jason doing Jason, and he had his little,
I gotta erase this, guys. I need that back.
He had his demon on him that was paralyzing him in the middle of the night. And he's like, I know you want to be an artist, but yeah. You just look so tasty. How old were you when that happened, man?
It started I got it a lot in like high school and college.
Wow.
But it's been a while since I've been visited.
Maybe the damage is done. I don't know.
Yeah. The soul's gone, like just take one. The eyes look very similar to this, so there's nothing there but those demons left.
Wacky. And then how much are you charging for your Jason here? Jason, how much are you charging for this Jason, not you as Jason?
This Jason is going to be $50. If you want to take me out, it's going to be a little bit more than that, but we can talk off air.
Talk up. And then he also has a giveaway going on, and the ticker will come up for that, or the bug for the giveaway will come up for that as well. And if you guys are going to be purchasing these, don't forget to look to the chat and the experience is posted in there earlier. There's a link that you guys should be clicking on if you're going to be the final winner for that piece, and you need to fill that out. Next, we have Lenny Romero. Let's go ahead and look at Lenny's. Lenny, you're getting really close to being done, man. Are you there? I guess not. I think Lenny might have taken a break. That's okay.
No. His soul is trapped in the artwork. We got to get him out.
He drew too much.
It's like the Amish, like they never want photos taking up themselves because they think it might take their soul or something. At least that's
That
what I
happens.
heard. That's probably a wives' tale. All right, and here we go. We got Nathaniel, and Nathaniel, he's just cleaning the blood off his blade. Oh, he's a
Yeah.
very clean Ghostface. He's like, I don't like dirty stuff. That's grody. So he's
Oh,
cleaning
yeah.
it off his blade. What else do you think you might be doing to this, or is it good to go?
I think it's almost done. Like I'm at a point where like I'm debating how much more I want to do in this shoulder. Like there's some light hitting there. I don't know if it's like too much right now, but I don't want to throw too much shade on there. It's like 99%. I'm gonna do like some couple of more drops of ink, and that's kind of it. This guy's basically done. He's
And that
cooked.
Ghostface is going to be $50. And you also have your other one.
Yeah, this is Beetlejuice and Spawn,
Look at that.
75.
Are you using?
Yeah.
Oh, and it also has I'm sorry, your mouse.
Dark Mouse.
My brain is breaking.
Night Mouse.
Night.
Sorry.
Meow, meow, meow. All
This is Dark Mouse, Beetlejuice, and Spawn, all crammed into one 8.5 by 11.
That's a lot of value right there. Okay, I think Lenny might have fallen out. I don't know. Maybe he has a connection problem. But again, if you want to buy his piece, just tell us, and we'll make sure to help him out with that. All right, let's go to the chat. Let's see what people are saying. Anyone see that little-known Friday the 13th prequel, Thursday the 12th?
I heard about that. Is that good?
I don't know. Is that a real thing?
That's the one where they throw the ring in the volcano at the end.
Yep.
Thursday the 12th. It is a thing.
It's like fan-made, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. 2
failed film student graduates close on their 30s and are stuck in working the same jobs they had in high school. Blah, 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 blah. But things get a whole lot worse when the superstitions has Friday the 13th come true only one day early. All right, whatever. Maybe is it worth seeing, Steve? I think it might be worth seeing, Steve. Steve also says the Amish don't cast reflections. Is that true? Like they're Amish vampires?
Are there any Amish people to confirm that or
any Amish people in the chat?
Oh, okay, yeah. So go ahead and try to put in your bids for these. It's getting towards the end. It's time to put in the bids and see if you'd like to buy any of our artwork tonight. But now that we're sort of in the last half hour here, let's go ahead and talk about projects. I know Philip and Erwin, we have a new project coming up with Ink and Drink. Go ahead and tell us what we got going.
Go ahead, Philip.
All right, we got Sewer Boys 2 coming up. The Return. This time we are, as a group, reimagining, remixing the classic giant-sized X-Men. It's going to be a blast. This is probably the biggest project that we've done by far. 68 creators are participating in it. It is as Owen put it, a true comic book remix where we are all working on story pages, but we are also remixing pages. So multiple artists will be remixing the same pages. So basically you kind of get a taste of, for example, the pages Sean is doing are the same pages that I'm doing. So you're going to get to see my take on some pages, and you're going to get to see Sean's take, and you get to kind of compare those side by side in a repeating pattern. It's an example or use that I think is pretty appropriate is it's like scratching on the turntable. So you read a page, pull back, read that same page again, pull back, read that same page again, and then you move on to the next page. And so it's great. It's got a lot of fantastic artists. We're excited about a lot of the new people that have joined that were fans of Sewer Boys that kind of answered the call and signed up for it. So
We have a lot of new creators. We have a lot of returning creators. So if you participated in the first Sewer Boys, if you purchased the first Sewer Boys, a lot of the people that were creators on there are back. So you kind of already know what kind of quality you're getting. So there's a lot of great creators, a lot of indie creators that are putting a pause on their own comics to participate in this. So we're super excited about that. And I believe everyone present is working on this. So we're shooting for probably an April launch, but we'll be working on pages till then. So it should be a lot of fun.
Cool. I'm excited about it. I actually looked at my pages last night and I was like, okay, I think I'm going to try to just go off the beaten path and be like, this is what it's supposed to be. And then I'm going to do my own thing. But that's the glory about this stuff is like you sort of take it and you make it your own and remake it, and just you can change the dialogue. And we're doing this one in color. We haven't done anything in color since Hornman and Juggy, and this one is going to be a monster. It's going to be a beast. So a lot of people are super excited for it, and there's also going to be some pinups, which I'm excited for doing as well.
And we also have a couple of surprise guest artists that are we're keeping under wraps right now, but I think people will be real excited when we announce them.
They're big.
Yes.
They're
very,
big.
very cool. Very good. Jim McFarlane. Todd Lee. Jim McFarlane and Todd Lee. Let's see here. JG, what did you say? I'm hella excited for Sewer Boys 2. I spent about an hour today just staring at the pages, waiting for inspiration. Yeah, the thing is, you think it's easy because you're like, it's already done. You just redo it, But then you look at it and you're like, but I have to make it my own, right? And then you look at the text and you're like, well, I don't know. It's sort of harder in a lot of ways when you look at it because you're like, it's already done. But how do I make this my own? And everything in your brain is saying just do it exactly or in your style what they already have. But then you're like, that's not memorable. I don't know. I sort of toss and turn about that as well, JG. I would have to agree. Yeah, a lot of thought and skill went into the original pages, and I'm just a worm, says JG. Wait, no, I'm a butterfly. You are.
Hey, me too. We're worm buddies.
Butterflies. Yes, you are. Steve says, be careful saying sewer boys among the French.
Oh, really? Sewer boys, sewer boys, sewer boys.
Does it sound like a French phrase or?
Sewer boys. I don't know. Also, Romero's drawing came to life and took him out. Please no, because Lenny's a good friend. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. C'est la vie. I wonder if he's texted me. He probably has, but I'm doing this show. Lenny, we love you, and your offer is still up here on the ticker. So if anybody saw that, which most people did, because we're in like the fourth quarter of the show, go ahead and make a bid on that. So are there any other projects coming up? Erwin, do you have any other projects that you're working on or that you want to talk about?
Yeah, I just finished the 5th issue of Death Fight Forever, written by Andrew McLean and with co-creator Alexis Zirit. Nice. The other issues are done by Al Gofa and Sam McKenzie. So I'm hoping that releases next year. And then I'm currently working on The Angriest Warrior Crooked Crucible with a writer friend, Warwick Walker, and some other stuff. But that's it for now. Comic books.
What about you, Nathan or Nathaniel? I'm sorry. I always like to call you Nathan because I like to shorten things.
You're good.
What are you working on?
Let's see. There's like a Dark Mouse book that I want to do next year. I'm just trying to, like, I want to do like a Dark Mouse book at least every other year, if not every year. And I didn't do one this year, so There's a couple stories in mind that I'm tossing, that I'm mulling over, trying to decide which one I want to do. He's kind of like my catch-all character where I can throw him into any kind of scenario, and
Yeah.
I have like 2 or 3 of them. Just like which one is going to be more fun to draw, and then which one will look the best on the table with the other 2 that I have. Like I already have Dark Mouse, the Climbing Out of the Tails, Dark Mouse Inc., and like what's the third component, or what's the third entity going to be? So some kind of Dark Mouse book. I'm not sure which yet.
Now, Jason, I saw you at LA Comic Con, and we talked a little bit about some of the work that you've been doing. It looks like are you making a comic book, or are you just really just getting your chops?
So I am pretty much just getting the chops of really hitting the sketchbook hard. I've been doing a few zines. Got San Diego Zine Fest this weekend on Saturday. So if anybody's in the San Diego area, that's definitely one of my favorite shows. So come say hi. I'll have some new zines available. But yeah, I'm just kind of doing that. And then we're prepping for the next Mass Cybernetics project, which is, I think everybody here, not Lenny, but everybody contributed art too. And that's a cyberpunk newspaper that's insane. It's insane, and it came out so cool, and I just can't wait to do another issue.
Awesome stuff. All right, and I look forward to hearing more about that. Also, since Lenny's not here, but I'm going to be there with him, Anime Chibi on November 9th and 10th is going to be happening out here in, where is that? Where is that going to be at? Ontario Convention Center in California, Ontario, California, right? So it's a really cool little anime convention thrown by the people who do Anime Expo. So a lot of people who live in SoCal can't always go to Anime Expo because the tickets get bought up like crazy. So they decided to make sort of like a tiny one for a lot of people who live in SoCal, and that's Anime Chibi, which it's not really tiny when I look at it. I'm like, it's actually pretty big. It's maybe half the size, if not bigger, than Anime Expo, but that's really, really cool and fun, and that'll be happening this weekend. All right, so again, if you want to be part of the giveaway, put in hashtag EXP Ink and Drink to enter the giveaway. We got 2 minutes left. JD, you tell me, do you want to do the ticker or what? You can talk and tell me.
I apologize. I don't understand what you mean.
I mean, not ticker. I'm sorry. Do we want to do the giveaway thing now?
Sure, we can do that. I think we only had 2 entrants tonight.
Okay.
But we can decide between those 2 who gets the stickers.
Okay. Here we go.
Pick a number. Oh wait, no.
Oh, it's between the 2 Steves.
Which Steve's gonna get it?
Which Steve's gonna win?
Steve Vendetta.
Vendetta.
He's made a vendetta against us, and he's won.
Congratulations, Steve.
So Steve says sewer phonetically in French means sister. So it would be sister boys.
Oh. When we release this in France, we have to think about that very carefully.
We'll release it
We'll just keep it the same.
Just keep it the same. Okay. And he also says, "Don't worry, Sean. I can let you know your personal security codes." Smiley face. Hashtag real horror. I'm not even gonna push his button on that. I don't. But that's. Steve is starting to scare me. That is real.
Drop them in the chat, dude.
All right. Congratulations to you winning. And yeah, let's see. It's 9:00 now. I think that's the end of the show. Hey, thanks everybody for joining us. Again, if you're interested in buying any of these pieces, you can follow us on Ink and Drink on Instagram, Facebook, Discord, or all of us on our own on Instagram, and just hit us up, and we will totally be obliged to giving you some of this artwork for these prices, or maybe more expensively or cheaper. I don't know. It just depends on the artist. But yeah, thanks again for joining us. Happy Halloween. Everybody take care, and see you next time.
Thanks, everyone.
Toodles.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.